is now 6 o'clock. We will call the Berkeley County Planning Commission meeting for September 15th, 2025 to order. So can you call it? Roll call.
John Hardy.
Here.
Linda Barnhart. Eric Goff.
Here.
Cannon Norton. Ben Lewis.
Present.
Daniel Gant. Michael Bush.
Here.
Ronald Truitt.
Present.
Troy Barrett.
Here.
Brandon Franklin.
Here. Thank you. We do have a quorum, so we can continue with today's agenda. The first item on the agenda is approval of the agenda as presented. Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Goff and second by Mr. Bush to approve the agenda. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for no? It passes. Don't believe we have anyone to speak in the Sunshine Law speakers. So we'll move to item number 5, approval of the meeting minutes for September 2nd. Mr. Goff with the motion and second by Mr. Truitt to accept the minutes. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for none. Motion carries. We do not have any public hearings today, but we do have 3 preliminary plan approvals. So we'll start with the first item, which is Cornerstone.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary plan approval. The project is Cornerstone Phase 2. The file number is 2412-366. The developer is Jeff Michael. Engineer is Integrity Federal Services. It's located in the Arden District, Map 4, Parcel 7.2. This site is located at 42 Blessing Lane, approximately 150 feet off Arden Novo Road. The developer is proposing 10 single-family lots on approximately 22.8 acres to be served by private well and septic. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On September 4th, 2025, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the Subdivision Ordinance 2009. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance. Therefore, staff recommends advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plat stage.
Have anyone here to represent Cornerstone?
My name is Mark McDonald. I'm with Integrity Federal Services, the engineer representing the client.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Okay, Planning Commission members, do you have any questions for Mr. McDonald on this project or for the staff?
Mr. President, if not, I make a motion to accept staff recommendation for the advancement of the preliminary plan.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Bush and a second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendations and the advancement of the preliminary plan to the final plan stage. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for no. Motion carries. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Next item is Communicare of Martinsburg.
Yes, this is a request for preliminary plan approval. The project is Communicare Martinsburg. The file number is 2406-173. The developer is Next Martinsburg Realty, LLC. The engineer is Triad Engineering. It's located in the Opequon District, Map 10G, Parcel 98. This site is located at 209 Clover Street off Meadow Lane behind Old Courthouse Square. The developer is proposing a 13,676 square foot addition to the existing healthcare facility. The total site is approximately 5.8 acres and is currently served by public water and sewer. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On September 4th, 2025, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the Subdivision Ordinance 2009. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the Subdivision Ordinance. Therefore, staff recommends approval of the preliminary plan.
Thank you. We have anyone to represent this project?
Eric Eisler, Triad Engineering.
What was the name again?
Eric Eisler.
Okay, Planning Commission members, do you have any questions for Eric or for the staff on Communicare?
Mr. President, I have a question. Go ahead, Mr. Truitt.
Mr. President, I got one question. The only question I'm trying to figure out is, and it goes to parking. Are we adding parking to what's existing there now or not?
No, there was no additional parking.
So we're adding to the building to enlarge it, but not enlarging any parking.
I believe it was deemed that the amount of parking there was sufficient for additional employees.
Okay.
Mr. Eisner, if I'm recalling correctly, tell me if I'm not, and it might have been at the sketch plan phase, there were some concerns of residents related to the capacity of the road and some traffic issues that were resulting from that, from staff and visitors in and out of the facility. Was any of that addressed at the Department of Highways review of this project? I see that's done last month.
The Department of Highways deemed that there was they didn't have any jurisdiction. However, we did speak with Doug Smith, the county engineer at that time, and we have added additional signage, additional stop signs in the area. And I don't remember if did we add a speed bump?
We did not do speed bumps.
Okay.
We don't do speed bumps in this county.
But yeah, we did do additional signing, stop signs and everything in the area.
Thank you for the cooperation as well.
Those signs were added. We got an aerial photograph back of them saying that they were in.
Great, thank you.
And there's also a huge traffic upgrade going on right there at 11, right where all that traffic will come out too, so where they're heading the lights and the turn lanes and...
Are there any additional questions from the planning commission? Now ready for a motion?
If done, Mr. President, I make a motion for approval of the preliminary plan.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Bush and a second by Mr. Goff for approval of the preliminary plan. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for no. Motion carries. Thank you.
The next request for preliminary plan approval is for Sheets, Hedgesville Road. The file is 2411-353, and the developer is Sheets. The engineer is Bowman Consulting Group. It's located in the Hedgesville District, tax map 34, parcels 11.18, 11.31, and 14. The site's located at the corner of Reliance Road and Hedgesville Road. The developer is proposing a 6,139 square foot convenience store on 3.39 acres to be served by public water and sewer. No waivers or exceptions have been requested. On September 5th, 2025, County Engineer Doug Smith deemed the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The preliminary plan meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends approval of the preliminary plan.
We have anyone present to represent Sheets, Hedgesville Road?
Joseph Criswell, Bowman.
Thank you. Planning commission members, do you have any questions?
Hearing none, Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the preliminary plan.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Bush and a second by Mr. Goff to accept the approval of the preliminary plan. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for no. The motion carries. Thank you. That's it for preliminary plan approval. The final plot determination for solar development.
Yes, this request for final plat determination is for Seder Residential Development Section 2, lots 45 through 96 and 139 through 172. The file is 2506-185. The developer's ILA Properties, and the engineer's Cheat Road Engineering, and the surveyor is Roberts Land Surveying. It's located in the Mill Creek District, tax map 6, parcel 16. The site's located off of Seder Drive near the intersection of Winchester Avenue and Jaredstown Road. This final plat proposes 86 single-family attached lots on 10.4 acres to be served by public water and sewer. At the May 16th, 2022 Planning Commission meeting, the developer was granted waivers to Section 802.1.A.I, prohibiting a right-of-way from being in a buffer area, and Section 802.A.B.IA, requiring a 25-foot buffer with screening between a residential and commercial use. On August 28, 2025, County Engineer Doug Smith found the above-mentioned project compliant with the subdivision ordinance. The final plat meets the requirements of the subdivision ordinance, therefore staff recommends final plat determination and advertising of a public hearing for consideration of final plat approval at the October 20th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting.
We have anyone here to represent Seder Residential.
Yes, Mike Roberts, represent the project.
You, Mike. Any commission members, do you have any questions for Mike or for the staff on this solar residential development?
Hearing none, Mr. President, I make a motion for final plat determination advertising for public hearing for final plat approval at the October 20th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting.
Second. Yes, a motion by Mr. Goff, and I think it was a second by Landon. Excuse me, a motion by Mr. Bush and a second by Mr. Goff to accept staff recommendations for final plat determination and the advertising of a public hearing for consideration of final plat approval at the October 2025 Planning Commission. All those in favor? Aye. Likewise for no, the motion carries. Thank you. That wraps up the public section. Next is staff council. Anything from staff or council?
We just have our next work session for the comprehensive plan on the 18th, 1 to 3, and I sent out all the documents for that, I think, last week.
Laura, for the legal stuff that you guys have to post, that has to go into the journal?
Not the work sessions, because there isn't a quorum.
No, I'm talking about for the public hearings for when we're moving stuff forward through the planning commission. Does that have to be posted?
Oh, yeah, so like, before, like, these are just the work sessions, then once we get the draft, we'll do a public hearing with the planning commission, and then there will also be a public hearing with the county.
No, but I'm talking about projects public hearings, when we,
Oh, project?
yeah.
We have to go.
Yeah, everything.
How many times? Just once?
No, twice now, well, through the new ordinance. If it's under the old ordinance, it's at sketch and final plat. If they don't have a final plat, and they just, it's like a commercial like we have tonight, then there isn't another public hearing, it's just sketch and then prelim plan. But
Right.
the new ordinance, we have concept and at the DSP. And that's why, like, some of the dates got wonky because of advertising only on, or having a journal printed only on Wednesdays now. It's kind of messed with some of the dates, so now we have to like double and triple check how long the ads are running for and make sure they're still under the state code.
So what happens if that print goes away? Will they accept the digital process?
No, we would have to advertise in decent paper.
Like the Spirit of Jefferson that comes out once a month?
Because everybody goes there for all the information. Here in Jefferson, so it goes to source.
Hampshire County Times?
I think the state code states that it has to be printed at least once a month to be considered a,
Yeah, it has to be a qualified newspaper.
So, yeah, but I mean, what if you had something that went to print once a month? I mean, that would completely jack up our,
we have to.
that needs to be, that's what I'm getting at, is this is a serious thing that needs to be addressed. It's fine if you're some small county that builds, 15 new houses a year. If you're a growing county and you have 15 new building permits a year,
Well,
you know.
most counties don't have building.
Right,
They just do building.
right. So once again, this is caught in the switches, Eastern Panhandle.
Prior to this, though, it was pretty, I mean, it wasn't very helpful to be printed in the newspaper.
Well, and it's a cost of $300,000 a year to the taxpayer in Berkeley County. Taxpayers pay $300,000 a year in legal ads fees.
I mean, a lot of these are paid for by the fees that the. applicant
Understood,
pays.
but still, it's wasteful spending. Whether whoever's paying for it, it's wasteful spending. So put that check mark beside your legislation, it needs to be addressed.
I think if there's nothing else, I'll move to adjourn. Then we have a motion to adjourn at 6:14 by Mr. Goff and second by Mr. Troop. All those in favor?